Right. Is that whiskey I drunk? I tell you, it's fucking... I'm going to get a bug splat next. I promise you that. Right, okay. 3, 2... Hello there and welcome to, in inverted commas, live. We are in the south with VonIvan. He is playing, of course, as the OKW, the only Axis faction any right-minded player is going to play right now. He's locking in Tracer here. It's Overwatch Doctrine, and that's all about, of course, those exploding parallelograms of destruction, the Goliath. And this, of course, is VonIvan, who I've christened the Captain of Chaos, the Master of Disaster, the hero and purveyor of all things destruction. He's going to push in with the Stern Pioneers with those STGs blazing straight into the fuel point. That's what he wants to do, and he's going to try and deny HelpingHans' lowly rear echelons. This is actually being cast live on Twitch. I'm going to close that now because I'm a little bit worried that any of these people have seen this game before, because, of course, HelpingHans and VonIvan are both streamers. And now the reason I'm casting this is thanks to Parrot, who is a dead parrot. He has recently ceased to be. He has fallen off his mortal coil and indeed off his perch, but he has managed to email us in this replay. So you're... And there we go. And that's what Parrot gets. He gets the Final Fantasy VII fanfare. I'm going to have to try and... hopefully we don't get too many more follower alerts. It's a shame that it persists through the casting overlay, but never mind. And thank you to whomever hosted me. I do have chat off, so I can't see that. If it was VonIvan, welcome one and all. You're watching VonIvan versus HelpingHans. No spoilies in chat, please. This is going to be an excellent game. I, for one, don't know who's won this one. And for me, for all intents and purposes, it is live in what we are calling the Parrot Mega Cup Final. Because Parrot submitted the replay via email. Good work by the First Grenadiers, forcing away the Pathfinders. By the way, HelpingHans, unrecognising that the Stern Pioneers had gone for the fuel point, he went and took this cut off here. Good play by the Englishman, but that means he's not had chance to get his own fuel. It must be said, though, for the entirety of this game, he's had mostly had 3 standard territory points. He previously had this one. So he has had some level of fuel income, meaning we should see the lieutenants being built very shortly. First Grenadiers battling hard against these Pathfinders. Riflemen have got their rear, though. This one's got a dodgy retreat path, but then again, the Stern Pioneers come to save the day, just in time, and force them away. Elsewhere, Sneaky Hands has gone all the way around the west side to lay down a tank trap and decapture the fuel from VonIvan's hungry hands. Because he loves to have fuel, he's very much a resource-orientated player. He's all about getting vehicles out ASAP and using them to their absolute maximum capacity. HelpingHans is gone for recon support company. Just let that linger on your screen for a while in case you're not truly 100% accustomed to it. Butterfly bombs ahoy. Rear echelon down to 1 man, but it's a 2-man First Grenadier, and he himself would have risked imminent death should he have gone for the wipe there. First Grenadiers branching out to take the fuel and this standard territory point. A little bit of history of HelpingHans and VonIvan. These guys go way back, ever since the early days of Company Heroes, when, for example, HelpingHans was, of course, streaming professionally, and VonIvan was stream sniping him with friends. Actually caused a little bit of bad blood for a moment when Relic banned VonIvan temporarily due to the stream sniping behaviour. But HelpingHans and VonIvan then became friends. And then became frenemies. That's right, it's a very cringeworthy phrase, but they then became locked in tournament battle on numerous occasions. Most famously in GCS1, 3rd place battle, live in front of an audience at ESL1 Studio in Leicester. That was a big battle, but they've battled many a time. That was hearkening, of course, the advance of the lieutenant, or the lieutenant, if you're German. I'm just correcting an earlier mispronunciation in one of my casts. These Pathfinders have 5 kills, not too shabby thus far. Elsewhere, rear echelon are joining the riflemen in the advance on the east. What's this? Stern pioneering? That's very aggressive from VonIvan. He's also going for a talisman-esque 5th Volksgrenadier. Not a bad idea. I mean, Talisman won the most prestigious tournament in our community's history, so I mean, what he says goes, right? Interestingly, we do have a Goliath bulletin. It's 5% faster. Which does matter, of course. They're always trying to cut off your retreat path. Talking about retreat paths, where's VonIvan's here? He's losing manpower. No, he isn't. He had another first grenadier coming to help out. Meanwhile, Stone Pioneers have pitched up behind this truck, and they're stopping HelpingHans' advance, meaning VonIvan has an early resource advantage. He has this fuel. He has this fuel. VonIvan has a shit ton of fuel. It almost makes you wish. Oh, my lord. I was going to say that he'd gone for mechanized a little bit sooner, but let's get on board with a little Goliath and see it do it. Pop a wheelie, perhaps. Pop a wheelie for us, mate. Go on. I really want to see a wheelie. We're not going to see it. We're going to have to look at some of the combat. I can see that HelpingHans hasn't come out of base yet, so we're not missing too much. You can also tell on the unit portrait, nobody is currently in combat. Oh, we've got a first bit of combat. We'll go check what that is. We know where the Goliath is, though, now. HelpingHans trying to push out in this direction. Not a bad idea. And the Browning is certainly going to help out in that endeavour. But Grenadier is forced away. VonIvan really solidifying his territories. Tell you what, though, that first Grenadier's got a difficult retreat path. You think about it. And HelpingHans is coming to possibly cover that. No, VonIvan's covered it. Certainly. The difficult thing about HelpingHans, as I have noticed in tournament history, he's always been able to listen for the Goliaths. And that's what the rear echelons are doing, by the way. They're scouting. I do not think we'll see... Nice incendiary grenade there. Overwatch flares. We can just cast from VonIvan's camera position as the Goliath explodes. And the reason we can do that is the Overwatch flare. It's now snubbed out. See just how little of the map we can now see. That's the advantage of that very overpowered commander. Browning takes position in this Feynmanville house. Meanwhile, rear echelons are looking to the decap. VonIvan should probably stop it, and indeed he does. Good play by the American. Of nationality, not of faction. Rear echelon being punished in the center. We have the 50 calendar rifleman branching out. The Panzer II Lux, with its very slow 90-second build time, is almost on the battlefield. Browning, 30 cal. Doing a good job there. However, the first Grenadiers are able to make it within the garrison, which will mean their suppression wears off. Another Goliath's been built. This time it pops as a wheelie. Nice one. Feel like I'm patronising a 5-year-old. What, No, not your audience. I'm talking about the Goliath, of course. Here comes the Panzer II. What a lovely camouflage that is. I just feel like I'm a Belgian right now, and I'm shaking in fear. It's 1940, and it is indeed... How many years to the day? 69 years to the day? No, 79 years to the day that the Germans pushed through Belgium in their invasion of the Low Countries. I know that thanks to, of course, World War II by the week, whatever that YouTube channel is, I'm sure we're all watching. Panzer II is going to punish this 50 cal now and force it out very shortly. Where's that other Goliath? What he wants to do, by the way, he's up against HelpingHans, of course, a prominent headset user. He's going to want to use the Goliath in unison with the light tank and push it in and disguise it with the engine noise. Unfortunate there, HelpingHans needs to watch Tightropes, tips and tricks. He would avoid accidental setups if he did. We do have the Greyhound. Lost a squad of infantry there. One of the first Grenadiers just died. It was here. It died retreating. You can see it. Fortunately, he was deafened by the noise of that cannon on the Panzer II. Very easy to do aircraft investigation on what happened when VonIvan loses a squad. You just think, where wouldn't have VonIvan been looking? And you can figure it out by his camera. This is VonIvan's camera. And whenever there's a squad in peril, we're going to jump to VonIvan's camera, and we're going to work out if he missed it. And there's a high likelihood that he possibly does at certain moments in the game. Let's see what he's looking at now. He's very twitchy. I don't quite recall his stream camera moving that quickly. Ooh, Goliath's in a prominent position. Oh, but no. Fuck off, rear echelons. We want to see Goliath action. Damn you, Hans, wanting to win. For your thirst for victory. And your passion for blood. Sounds awful. Puma's in the build. Classic Kimbo style. Well, to be fair, most OKW players are doing that. There. Gonna hit ground, it looks like. Hype casting by AE. Oh, how wonderful. Oh, almost as like the M8 was waiting for it and has now gone for his own reconnaissance. Trying to see if you can see the Puma, perhaps. Oh, Puma's on the prowl. Going for a penetrative play and hits with precision. Will he pursue? Indeed, he does, and Hans thinks, oh, poo. Boats Grenadiers with 4 kills, Veterancy 2, Sturmgewehrs ablaze. Meanwhile, southwest, 2 Boats Grenadiers cut off the path of the lieutenant. Goliath's getting in position. Tasty. Very tasty. I want to see a big explosion at some point. Ooh, we may just do that. They've got a retreat, and the Panther 2 is going to try and force it. Come on, Goliath, you need to get over here somewhere. Hurry up. You'll never get there in time. Damn you. Damn you to Hades. Oh, Greyhound's on the prowl. Oh, that would be so much fun. Imagine if the Greyhound died to a Goliath. It's not going to happen. Hans is a very conservative player. He's almost like Theresa May playing the game of Brexit. Although he actually will get a result. And a conclusion his fans can vote on, which is a Helping Hands victory. Of course, there are many Helping Hands fans. You like Beat Saber. Microwavable curry. And anime. Helping Hands is the stream for you. Or indeed, very, very good. Coming here as 2-play. Pathfinders. Oh, just doing a good job of reconnaissance right now and helping the fuel be capped. Helping Hands is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive than this if he wants to get his hands on one of those juicy fuel points. Puma with another excellent shot from max range there. Meanwhile, Greyhounds just having a little peruse of the southwestern corner of the map. Ooh! Stukazufus is in the build. Let's keep an eye on the north side of the map where VonIvan is starting to get even more aggressive. Alpinan's a very conservative player, likes to get his build order intact before he'll push. He's always been this way. Look until the later days of Coming Heroes 2 before he finally got his tournament wins though. Famously in the ESL Kickoff Cup and March monthly final in 2016. Considering that that was the 3rd year of the game's existence, that is quite a while. And considering he was a Coming Heroes 1 player. VonIvan also peaked in terms of tournament success around that time. That's why these guys do share a lot of same credentials. M1's has recently used its armor-piercing rounds, it would seem. Nearly destroyed the Panzer II. We missed that on camera. Must have happened around here, though. I'm going to try a little bit better to keep up with the action on the attack map for you. Been a little bit negligent at times. Stukazufus' first rounds are coming in. Let's check out the angle. It is indeed over here. Oh, that could have been better. But it was almost ever so juicy. Its first shot only kills 1 crew member of the M1 AT gun. And look at Helping Hans' steady play. Look how he branches out slowly. Certainly works for him. 2 still just chilling out. A good spot for him. Captain could have an imminent death. Pathfinders capping the munitions points. Late game, we will see such things as the M83 cluster bombs. M1. Sorry, the M8 rather. Just perusing the center. And here we go. There, those little bastards come. Oh, that could have been a lot worse for the MG34, but the stone wall came to its rescue. Long range shots from the M8. Oh, finishes him off with the rifleman. VonIvan needs to get back his units into base because he's suffering drastically at the moment. The same stone walls stopping the Panzer II from hitting the rifleman. Poach Grenadiers somehow survive. Meanwhile, these Poach Grenadiers suffering also to a double M8 strategy. The M16 of Vietnam era with that high RPM. Devastating that Poach Grenadier, forcing him back. Poach Grenadier is going to make it behind the saving grace of that green cover just about, but the Pathfinders are headshotting him from mid-range. Could finally see the Goliath, perhaps. Will VonIvan see it? Let's follow camera. Seems not. He's overly concentrated in the center, it seems. Nope, he's looked at the Goliath momentarily. He sees that. Will he now click the Goliath? We're following VonIvan's camera, hence the twitchy movements. It doesn't seem like he's going to elect to do it, so let's stop. HelpingHans, meanwhile, he's got a very... Oh, Stukas firing. It's at this angle here. Down there. Oh, he was hoping for a treat, perhaps. Again, still with just the one kill on the Stukas. Goliath still lingering. Stukas trying to defend the Reich. Pumas. I tell you what, HelpingHans is excellent at manpower preservation. Really feels like he's just slowly working his way into this game. Imagine if he'd practiced properly for GCS2, he could have had a talisman-esque journey if he'd done so. Because his style of play is very reminiscent of the famous Finn. Oh, M1 takes out the Puma! Excellent positioning by HelpingHans. Fantastic play by the Englishman. Hailing from Tokyo, Japan. Grenadiers march onward into battle. Without the Puma, he's now allowing the double M8 build of HelpingHans to strangle him to death. They will just take pot shots continuously. Look at this. That was the pintle mount and then the main gun. It's another kill. M1AT gun. Hitting Veteran C1, forces the Panzer II away. Well, VonIvan's doing good work in being able to capture the victory. Will he get pinned before he captures? Whoa! Yes, he does! Oh, my. It wasn't important, of course. VonIvan's winning on victory points, but still. It was a reason for me to get excited for some reason. M8. Just causing problems for this first Grenadier squad. Getting 4 kills now, not too shabby. And let's just have a look at the graphs in this moment of lull. That's HelpingHans for you. A lot of IRR Pathfinder kills. There's the KD stats. VonIvan with a pretty terrible KD. Still, this is HelpingHans being ahead, by the way, because, of course, first OKW start ahead. We've got no squad losses, of course, for HelpingHans quite yet. VonIvan in the meantime. By the way, we do have the Puma rebuilt, just to make you aware of that. And we also have a fresh M1AT gun. Oh yeah, we were checking out VonIvan's units. He's lost a Foch Grenadier and an MG34, which he was able to recrew. So a fairly good game by VonIvan standards in terms of preservation at this point. Nearly 20 minutes in. Oh, more butterfly bombs on the MG34. The Stukas firing through them. Oh, this could be a good one, perhaps. No. No, it was not. Still, 1 kill. Goliath just detonated somewhere. Didn't kill anything by the looks of things. Puma attack grounding through the ferns. Missing. This is a shot blocker. VonIvan realizes that, it seems. To check that nothing died. Indeed, that Goliath killed nothing. M8's causing all kinds of problems. The rear echelons do not have a bazooka, and VonIvan still hits the shot blocker. VonIvan is just the right amount of crazy to do something that makes you question his skill level and then still win the game. He is a fantastic player, and this game is very has legs basically. So this is certainly not the finished game state. Is this the original Goliath? Did it just reposition? It probably just repositioned, yes. I thought I heard an explosion at some point. I was wrong. And A can be wrong. It is possible. Get this surely. Come on, VonIvan. You can do it. Believe. I believe in you. What do you see right now? Let's do Fog of War. Let's do TAC map. Certainly could take it out. Well, Stern Pioneers. Ooh, they're going to find the M1AT gun out in the open. M8's going to try and make the save, but the Puma's there as well. This could be a steal. He's going to go in for it. Second Puma in the bill for VonIvan. You can see where he's going with this one. Stern Pioneers on the march. Oh, the crew. Oh, getting taken out. Has VonIvan stolen a vital M1AT gun? He's also helping out with Sector Assault. Really wants to take the AT gun. Fantastic play by the American. Playing as the OKW, not to confuse new players. The Lieutenant is at the mercy of the Goliath, should the Goliath deem him worthy of self-detonation. Puma watches on. Takes out the ambient truck. A Sector Assault with those strafes. Cause problems. Puma's marching in for the M8. But the Vet's one M1AT gun. Oh, nearly hits the fresh Puma there. First Grenadier forcing the baddies away. Goliath just chilling in the centre. First Grenadier's killing. And in the south, we've got VonIvan Illin. As, again, preservation strikes. And the First Grenadiers are destroyed. Oopsie! VonIvan would say at this point. Puma, possibly about to take out the M8. One more shot required, but the Stonehenge could come to a saviour. No, it doesn't, with an excellent long-range shot. I'd like to think that was an attack round. Probably wasn't, but it was still great. And VonIvan, I tell you, look at the graph now. Look at that. VonIvan surges ahead. That'll update very shortly and show VonIvan a little bit ahead. Trust me. Trust me. Or at least equalising fully. If you look at the pop cap, it's actually very even. What are we going to see from the players next? A Jackson for HelpingHans. Sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. I couldn't quite get the same pitch as Andre 3000 there, and you can forgive me. You really can. Stukasafus is shite. It's now got 2 kills. And I think HelpingHans is feeling rather sorry for the rocket artillery of the OKW. Because they just can't hit anything. Oh, he's laughing at it derisively. Vet 5, Folks Grenadier. Bazooka of the Lieutenant, by the way, is attack grounding into VonIvan's base, just hoping to find something. This top-level play you're watching, don't forget it. And they'll use little skills like that. Ones us mere mortals wouldn't dare dream of using. Still, Goliath just chills. Stern Pioneer looking to get some kills in on the Vet 3 Rifleman. Vet 5 Folks Grenadier. Using some of those Steve's accuracy buffs. Oh, we're still getting horrendously mauled there by the IR Pathfinders. Here comes the Puma and the M1. Looking to take out the M8 finally, but the M8's lurking behind the house. Oh, the second Puma takes him out, pushing him away. Here comes the cavalry, but the M1s are ready. And the Jackson, both Pumas in peril. We've got the armor-piercing rounds. Puma, both pop smoke in unison, but the Jackson pushes on in through the smoke and takes both out with precision. Turret traversing that huge, oversized cannon. Oh, there you go. Jackson brutalizes both Pumas. Oh, however, we've had a Faust go in. The stolen M1's turning its cannon. Can't take the shot, however. We've now got the Panzerfaust jumping in the house. Jumping out of the house. Where's that Panzerfaust? 1 second left. Will VonIvan take the Jackson out? Oh, he jumps out of the vehicle. There you go. The attack grabs it regardless. Well, attack moves it rather and kills it. Stolen M1's got to retreat now. Thanks to the MG34, we've got covering fire. And tit for tat there, as both the Jackson and both Pumas are taken out. What a great spell of gameplay that truly was. Shown on the grass, we've got dive, dive, dive. Undersea boat commander. And there you go. The game equalises once more. As we enter into that mid-passage of play. Sometimes known as the mid-game, but we've certainly already seen quite a lot of vehicle play, so it certainly feels like more of like mid to late, but I really don't know how the tiers of the game work in Company Heroes Competitive. It used to be early to mid to late, and then uber late. Like 5 tiers. Yes! Stukazavu's finally hit something! Amazing stuff. It now has 6 kills. You meant to get that on your first barrage with the elements of surprise, but alas not. Finally! By the way, the Goliaths moved from here to here. And now it's a rear echelon. Fuck the rear echelons, man. They're bloody minesweepers. Oh, I tell ya. Just had some good base emplacement play. We've got 2 Fausts here. And mates, there are no mines. Oh, M1 missed! It even tried to take aim there. Tell you what, come on, Goliath! Take him out, Goliath! Do it! Oh, Von! The hell? He's trying too hard. I tell you. And again, he doesn't want to get any King Tigers or anything memeish in this game. That's how you know it's like a true high-level game, when VonIvan is playing for reals. Because there are levels to VonIvan's skill level. The Goliath was way too late there. It just got plunked away by the rear echelons, it seems. There are levels to VonIvan. There is Stream VonIvan, which is like a 6 out of 10 in terms of how good it is Company Heroes play. And then there's Tournament Qualifier VonIvan, which is like a 7. And then there's Tournament VonIvan, which is like a 9 in terms of the best player ever. Because VonIvan, let's not forget, has a positive KD versus Loveness in tournament play. And Loveness is one of the best players of all time. Therefore, VonIvan is in that elite level. I just think that exemplifies it. I believe in HelpingHans, he's roughly 50-50. So this game is anybody's for the taking. But you can certainly say that VonIvan isn't joking around in this game. He's playing to his absolute max capacity. I was hoping his camera would be twitching around like a mad bastard then, but it wasn't. Storm Pioneers. We've certainly got that improved reinforced time. Where's the Stukazavu's firing? There's the angle. It's over here. This could be a good one, I tell you. Oh, it was so close to being good. Puma's pushing in. Greyhound's the target. Jackson's in the build. He has a moment to attack. Isn't going to be able to do so. Meanwhile, Vet 5 First Grenadiers dominating the riflemen and their lieutenant counterparts, recapturing the fuel momentarily. Elsewhere in the south, Vet 3 First Grenadiers. And I tell you what, VonIvan's done good on the old preservation this game. I mean, let's just try and show that now. Still, with just the... Oh, he's lost 2 First Grenadiers. I doubt HelpingHans has lost a single squad. And he actually has. A vehicle crew and a rear echelon have been lost at some point. I don't actually recall that. Maybe I did capture it. Not that I can remember, though. There's the Jackson, the second of his name. First Grenadiers take refuge behind the brick wall, forcing away those dastardly rear echelons. Elsewhere in the south, Greyhounds, wow, 14 kills, Veterans C3. That's very mobile now. All the American vehicles just get incredibly good acceleration and speed buffs at Veteran C3, meaning that Greyhound can be both on the south and north flank seemingly at the same time. Obviously not, but it seems that way to the opponent. Hasn't got the munitions for a Faust. HelpingHans doesn't know that, but that's pretty much the perfect distance. But it also is for the M1. Oh my god, what's the Greyhound doing? HelpingHans with a moment of weakness. He hasn't seen it in time. Attack ground. Hits it! VonIvan with a great kill there. Meanwhile, in the north, Bet5 folks and MG34 watch on against the paratroopers. Very late into the game. They need to get to those veterancy levels. M1 suffering at the moment. Von, what are you doing? But here comes the Stukazafus. Where's the angle? There it is. He tried to catch them off guard and missed. Forced the retreat of the lieutenants. Probably didn't need to. And the M1 is going back in HelpingHans' hands. Paratroopers forced away. I'm almost destroyed. Even the careful players lose squads in the heat of battle eventually. As we now hit our 31st minute of play. No signs of this game coming anywhere near to a close quite yet. Oh. Look north for a moment as the Foch Grenadiers are suffering. VonIvan certainly doesn't want to lose them. There's now 2 angles of fire with a brand new automatic and with the carbines. Puma watches on and shakes his head in tuts. Jackson positions. Puma's in peril. Oh, what a shot. There are no, of course, anti-tank rifle grenades or anything on the captain. Elsewhere in the south, the march of VonIvan's vetted infantry. And it is such a pleasure to say that because it's not always the case. VonIvan's going to set up the Schwer Panzer headquarters very shortly and get that cannon in position. Maybe he'll plant it here. That'd be a good place for it. MG34's getting circumnavigated and flanked, or there's a better word for it. Pinned, but it doesn't matter because the MG34 is vanquished. Meanwhile, VonIvan is capping the south. Look at that whirly dervish of activity, otherwise known as the shit Company Heroes 2 tactical map. I only say it's shit because the Company Heroes 1 was far superior. Company Heroes 1 tactical map was far superior to former correct sentence. But I actually think Company Heroes 2 is the better multiplayer game. I'll say it. I think over time it has progressed into a truly wonderful RTS. Rear echelons. Sorry, why am I saying them? That was the MG's forced away as the lieutenant dodges the rockets. His tiredness mixed with his whiskey is now slurring his words slightly. He needs to up the adrenaline because I do feel like we're only halfway through this epic game and I certainly want to carry on casting to a high standard if I can help it. Paratroopers in peril. Oh my god, they're being punished. Sturmgewehrs and Core 98 demolished that squad on retreat. HelpingHans with his first major squad wipe there. Browning 50 cal. Suppressing those heroic Foch Grenadiers vehicle crew causing problems. That would have been a nifty squad wipe. Couldn't quite get it though with those grease guns. Nice. Cut off by HelpingHans. Jackson on the prowl. Looking for its prey, but the Puma is well away, safe from home. Foch Grenadiers again going for the victory point. It is such an equal game at this point. We might as well just, you know, pause it and start the cast again. Hello there and welcome to this incredible replay cast supplied to you by Parrot. In the south you've got VonIvan, in the mid you've got Death, Destruction and the Moon, and in the north it is HelpingHans. We don't know who's going to win. We're going to start this game really strangely at 34 minutes in. Vet5 Foch Grenadier are about to die. You don't really usually hear that at the start of a game, but here you go. And they are indeed in a spot of bother. Rear echelon on a shift command will prove that if they... Yep, they go to the centre of the point, thus proving the fact that they're on a shift command. Vet 2, M1 with that superior penetration stats. Just daring the Puma to come over to this side of the map. But it is indeed the onward infantry march of VonIvan that finds him first, but he's going to try and meet him with the cluster bombs, which are now, of course, a banned munition. Oh my god! Cluster bombs were like a cluster of destruction. Bazookas also harassing the retreat. Ouch! I felt like a Cambodian then. Too edgy for me. Of course, cluster bombs used with wanton abandoned by the Americans in the 1970s. As dropped by B-52s. I mean, that would be cool, wouldn't it? Like not a modern war Company Heroes, but a Cold War Company Heroes. Cold War gone hot. I'd pay to see that. Excellent dodging by HelpingHans. All that 4v4 gameplay has meant that this Stukas of Us has only got 9 kills and as many barrages. It has been around 9 barrages, and if you think how much a Stukas of Us bloody cost, I happen to build many of them myself, 100 fuel, that certainly hasn't been worth it, that's for certain. VonIvan's dipped below 200 thanks to HelpingHans' recent aggression in the centre. He's now put VonIvan under the cosh of a triple cap. And this is HelpingHans' territory now. He loves to get within this last half of an hour of gameplay. And that's when he finally thinks, you know what, I've played long enough, I'm going to try and push in. He doesn't speak like that, I know. He has a Brighton accent. I can't replicate that, unfortunately. I need to crosswire some of my chromosomes. I'm not prepared to do that. Post-Grenadiers on mass retreats. VonIvan is in a real spot of trouble here. Puma's had to reposition along with their Vet 5 Post-Grenadier compatriots. And they're just trying to man the northern victory point and stem the bleed of said points. Meanwhile, this Vet 5 squad, it's amazing to see VonIvan with 3 Vet 5 Post-Grenadiers. In fact, it's unheard of. Finally, working on preservation as a Twitch stream title has come to fruition for the American, it would seem. Jackson repositioning. Seems that the Vet 5 Post-Grenadiers in the house are doing decent work against the Pathfinders, stopping them getting into the victory point. Meanwhile, ouch! Pakawi with its first kill. First of many. Oh, ho, ho, ho! There's 3 more for you. Could have been a squad wipe. Almost. That 50 cals, veterancy 3, causing all kinds of problems. Post-Grenadiers are also having problems of their own. Because this green cover is certainly better than being in the house, because the decreased DPS of being in the house means you'll lose over time. Stukas finally hits its mark. Oh, it's its mark indeed! Taking out the IR Pathfinders, allowing the one-man Post-Grenadier to retreat. Finally, the Stukas did something. Is that what VonIvan needs to get back into this game? Logic would say, maybe? Rear echelon's forced away. We've had a pickup of a weapon there. And it's looking good for VonIvan all of a sudden. Let's check out the graphs. And you'll see that it'll update in a second. We'll have to look back in about 20 seconds time to see the effect of that recent Stukas attack. VonIvan finally has enough fuel for the Panzer IV. Of course, he's built many Pumas in this game. Just in time, HelpingHans is also building the Sherman. Jackson, what is he thinking? Is that a misclick by Hans? What is he doing? Is he going for the Stukas and he's missed it? No Faust, so. Or is there? Will he be able to get there in time? Oh my god! And there's the Puma! HelpingHans with a moment of bravado. Thinking he has VonIvan. He's an abandoned Jackson! That's hilarious. The only reason I'm kind of semi-bias casting in VonIvan's favour, by the way, is I must admit, I expect HelpingHans to win in a steady battle. But give an element of chaos, and VonIvan's your man. He is so exciting to watch. HelpingHans is of that steady play mentality. He's very much like a kind of like a Talisman or a Nagano or even a Von Asten. Very competent players, very good at the game, and the kind of the people you want playing tournaments, especially if you want to broadcast it as an esport. But if you want to broadcast for YouTube to entertain people, you want VonIvan, because this guy is a mad bastard. He never truly learnt to play the game properly. He learnt to play the game as like as Bane, basically, as a villain, as somebody with clear character flaws, but the will for victory. His flaws are, of course, infantry preservation, but this game he's played well. Look at this this Kimbo here. It's the new word for blob, by the way. We've rechristened it a Kimbo. Look at the veterancy on that. Not too shabby, one would say. However, he has just run into the blob's natural arch nemesis, which is Vet 3 machine guns. Panzer IV's going to try and push around here and destroy the MG. Must have been a mine. Indeed, it was, of course. Forced away the photograph. Oh, my lord! More cluster bombs. And that Pakawi mixed in with those M1 Garands causing serious problems for VonIvan. That preservation that we were speaking of is certainly coming to a head right now. Meanwhile, Puma pushes in. Oh, dies to the mine. Ouch. VonIvan's getting aggressive though. You back him into a corner and Captain Crazy comes out of his shell. He'll go in and he'll go all guns blazing. Panzer IV going in for the kill. In with the stolen Jackson of all things. It's like the Ice King with Viserion, the dragon. Oh, the Stuxavus takes out the lieutenant. Shame he didn't hit those support weapons. He could have done with taking out that M1AT gun. He's going for the kill on this one. And there you go. That's what VonIvan's great at. Back him into a corner and he will take effect. Will we see some Jackson on Jackson action? Much like Michael Jackson's dad when he used to beat him. We're going to see... No, that's terrible, Matt. No, no. Keep these incredibly terrible jokes to yourself. They are not for an innocent audience. Oh dear, 42 minutes in. We do see signs of a victor emerging, perhaps. Rear echelons in the north capping the victory point. Again, applying victory point pressure. And you will look at this right now. This in the top. As it ekes ever slower down to... what? I'm really having to elongate my point here because it didn't drop as fast as I needed. It's hitting double-digit figures. There you go. North side, Folks Grenadiers versus the rear echelons. As they cap, the rear echelons really can't stop this, so VonIvan has indeed tried to get himself back into that. He was also going, by the way, for this victory point, but he was headed off at the pass by steady HelpingHans resistance, but the Stuxavus are finding their marks now. Oh, an excellent shot there. Now entering Veterancy 2 and, of course, getting a better reload time. Or cooldown. Back to back howitzer. Come on, VonIvan, you need to see this. Please see it. He's repositioned. Is it worth it? I don't know. Neutral victory point. Stem the tide of the bleed at 91. That drip, drip, drip of blood has had a tourniquet applied in the way of an MG34 and Folks Grenadiers in the north. Jackson daring the Sherman to enter the battle. Oh, more cluster bombs. Ouch. This time, well dodged like Rambo running from an Apache helicopter. Jackson versus Panzer IV there, missing with an attack round, hitting around there. Stone Pioneers with a 10 kills. Sherman comes in to punish them. Elsewhere in base, Stuxavus ready to fire once more. Vet 5 Folks Grenadiers again ready for war. And HelpingHans saying, I can take more. He's certainly got a large army size. 89 pop cap reached. That's without... no, that's with all his vehicles crewed, in fairness. It's not been one of those games without fault from HelpingHans. He has come unstuck at certain points. VonIvan has a large amount of munitions. I'm wondering if he go for a late game Goliath, perhaps. Oh, Stuxavus is on retreat. Almost. If it was, it would have been great. Sherman looking for the kill on retreat. Will he get it? No, he won't. There's the answer to your question. The Pioneers going for the missions again. VonIvan not one capturing victory points first. Much like Barton of tournament fame gone past. He was very much always going for resource points. Victory points always an afterthought. Gruesome twosome of the Panzer IV and the stolen Jackson. Oh, and of course it gets abandoned! I always remember that Twitch clip. When he rammed Barton's Panther. M1, he's doing some serious damage here. Jackson on Jackson action! Oh god! It's LaToya Jackson going to the press and talking about Michael Jackson's videotapes. This is bad. Let's do an alt pan. Because I can't quite fit it in camera. Jackson's getting attacked. Panzer IV's in duress. Jackson's about to take it out. VonIvan stolen. Jackson's in stress. Out of control it goes. Finished off before it could explode. That's VonIvan possibly out of the game perhaps. But we just don't know because the man is capable of wondrous comebacks. He's been known to make it happen. Stukas of Foos missing. Doesn't need that right now. And we're 46 minutes into this game. But I'm almost prepared to call it in HelpingHans' favour. It certainly seems that way. Stone Pioneers with 10 kills. The Pathfinders watch on. They go behind some lousy medium cover, but that's not going to stop the horrendous suppression and DPS of HelpingHans. He's got the cutoff. He's battling for the northern victory point. VonIvan's battling to stay in this game with his Vet 5 Foch Grenadiers, trying to rebuild his forces. Of course, HelpingHans has this Sherman still. Oh, HelpingHans' Jackson got taken out, by the way. I'm an idiot. Didn't see that happen. It's a shame. Or did I? Did I miss that on camera? Sorry, guys. The way I caught it on camera, I must have just missed the Jackson die. It must have, I don't know. Oh, we got a Panther on the way! To tell you what, a Panther would really help VonIvan in this case. Now HelpingHans' Jackson's been taken out. But if you look at the fuel count of HelpingHans, he certainly can, you know, seek to rebuild. He's got the victory point count as well. VonIvan's going to have to do something extremely special in order to finish this game off when this Panther hits. He's also now got 2 Goliaths. One in the north. Over it's a rear echelon coming in the north. Stukas of Foos hitting support weapons. That's helpful. But 5 Foch Grenadier with 26 kills. Doing too badly. Panther pushing his way into that northern quadrant of battle. Goliaths are going to sit there. He's going to want to push these rear echelons away. Allow the Goliaths room to breathe. Elsewhere in the centre. VonIvan's going to have to rebuild these forces. Stukas of Foos nowhere near ready to fire quite yet. Panther having a little peruse. Ouch! From the pack howitzer. There you go. That's the danger of allowing the indirect fire option to just fire wantonly. Stern Pioneer's taken out. Here comes the Panther though. Sherman's on the run. Outmatched by the Panther's gun. Oh, turret traverses. Forcing the Shermans away, but they're in a good spot there. Able to survive. M1. Look at that facing by HelpingHans. Such wisdom by the Englishman. Hits him in the rear. 50 points remain for VonIvan. Sherman's now cowering behind this house. Meanwhile, Stukas of Foos takes out that pack howitzer, removing the veterancy. M1 hasn't repositioned. Sherman's about to die! Yes, there you go. Meanwhile, VonIvan's captured the centre. That's big. Also, 50 cal get taken out. Yes, it does. That's big for VonIvan now. Has HelpingHans been playing too many team games recently? Does he have the micro to outlast a famous rival in a 1-versus-1 scenario? Goliaths are ready to take out the vehicle crew as they waddle away. There you go. Finally, 50 minutes into the game, a Goliath gets a kill. Meanwhile, in the center, the stolen 50 cal's got a terrible retreat path, but the MG34 saves its life. Oh my god, this could be an incredible comeback. But the captain's HelpingHans push away VonIvan. This could be a last stand scenario now. Both machine guns. That was a great flank. A great late game flank by HelpingHans. As he takes the machine gun back, he elected to take the 50 cal, of course. The superior machine gun. Good by HelpingHans there. And he nearly neutralizes the central victory point. VonIvan gets within the circle and keeps his advantage. I mean, I know the bleed wasn't happening there, but it's still an advantage because you don't even want to be neutralized in this state. You want to really keep every victory point you have because they're all so valuable. Here comes the Stuka. M1's repositioning. Is it in time? Oh! Wasn't in time for the pack howitzer. Wiped out yet again. And look at HelpingHans' manpower. He's really beginning to suffer at this point. Jackson in the build. Panthers fully repaired thanks to the automatrons of mechanized. About to be joined by a Panzer II. So the Zwei and Fünf will combine on the battlefield near the Rhine. It just rhymed with combine. It's not near the Rhine, probably. There's the Jackson. And there's the Panther, ready for battle again, rushing into the centre. The cluster bombs herald the call of the Pathfinders. MG34 forced away. HelpingHans looking to finish the game off. Jackson finding its mark. Sherman also helping out there. Rifleman pushing in. But Panzer II's going for the southern position. The Volksgrenadiers are going to go up against the the 50 cal. And draw it out, allowing the Panzer II to find its mark. This is two important battles now. You've got the tank battle in the north, and this very important battle in the south when the Panzer II finally rushes in, that is. VonIvan needs to up his game a little bit. He can't afford for this to happen. A little bit late there. Stukazafus firing at this angle. Oh, there you go! Taking up both support weapons. And the rocket finishes the weapon off. Where is HelpingHans' luck? Where is his luck in this game? As he might say. Machine gun forced away, taking the long route home. No infantry to take effect, thanks to the poor timing of the American in that case. Central victory point is under HelpingHans' control. And the Major's going to take a major stance and trying to keep it. What is it this time? Oh, cluster bombs. Just trying to keep it, and that's why it's HelpingHans. He knows how valuable every single ticker is on the ticker meter. Folks, Grenadiers are able to get there regardless. These aren't butterfly bombs and coming here as one hands. They don't linger when they've dropped. They cease to exist. Jackson with a huge shot there, forcing away the Panzer II. But the Panzer II is going to have to stick around because he needs the firepower, quite frankly. Both Grenadiers, up against the rear echelons with the bar there. They're going to be able to take the victory point, which gives VonIvan a further cushion. Jackson pushing in, looking for the Panzer II. Stukazafus just trying to keep the victory point. And they are able to help VonIvan take it once more. Panther pushing in. Jackson forced away, it seems. Panther's going to find him. That's a big one. There you go. He's going to pursue as well and penetrates. Sherman comes in for the block. Doesn't hit it. It's now got the rear armor, though. Jackson. Third health removed. Sherman's now frontal armor facing. Looks like the Jackson's coming to help out. Good micro by hands to reroute the tank. Or reroute if you're an American. Goliath lingering. good Goliath position. Of course, he's covered, and also he can cut off the retreat from a victory point there. Victory point was recommandeered for Helping Hands. Panzer 2 Luke's forced away. Jackson has something to say. Attacks ground and misses. Meanwhile, got the MG34 stolen by Hans. Stukas is ready once more. 6 rockets fly high in the sky. Will it keep VonIvan in this game? Not quite, but force the retreat. So yes, it will. Good work by the Stukas. Goliath's gonna get the kill here. Boom! Didn't quite get the squad wipe. Kept VonIvan in the game by forcing him away from the victory point, and that's just the same result for Von at this point. Jagdpanzer in the build. Very good. I'll certainly help out. And pack howitzer building. Where's that first grenadier gone? It used to exist. I looked away for a moment, as did VonIvan. He really needs all of his squads. Oh, finally. He's had such great preservation by his own standards in this game so far, but his old bad habits have come back to haunt him. I honestly think he's sometimes better just going for an all-in at certain times. And even if he kind of saw one at one point, but he was possibly better just pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. Because if it sets into a game of endurance, I've rarely seen him win out in the long run. And I think VonIvan fans will agree with me, and I certainly count myself amongst them. Well, there's my analysis for you. It's a mid-game, high-level battle. VonIvan's got every chance, but sometimes if it goes on for longer... Oh! More lack of preservation there. Saying that, he's not out quite yet. What's this Stukas doing? Oh, interesting. Creeping barrage there. Oh, Sherman's gone in for the Stuka. Takes it out. Jagdpanzer's turned about face. And the Panzer 2's waiting for it. It looks like the Vet 3 Sherman of that improved mobility may get out of there in time. And indeed it will. Panther in no man's land thanks to the damage engine. Jackson also may take it out. What a game we've watched, though. Truly could have been either player's game to win at any point in this battle. Faust goes in, forcing the Sherman away. Jagdpanzer finally finds his foe. The hunting Panzer. Vehicle crew are salvaged. Got 17 victory points remaining. MG34 taken. Max range shot by the Jackson. Panther is a turret of resistance at the moment. Panzer 2 forces his way in. Jagdpanzer's coming for the flank. Could this be an historic comeback for VonIvan? Jagdpanzer forces his way in. M1's returned fire. Panzer 2's taken out. Jagdpanzer's looking for the kill. Needs to get within this victory point. In the north side, you've got the MG34 facing. There you go. Jagdpanzer was able to take out the Jackson. Good shot there. But it's all about the centre. Foes Grenadiers forced their way in. We no longer have a Stukas. What a fantastic, genius move by Helping Hands to take out the Stukas, because that now means VonIvan is unable to take the victory point in the south, if you're wondering. There is a 50 cal there in the centre. Helping Hands has thrown everything and the kitchen sink into the circle, and VonIvan's victory points tick down to 0. And what a game. GG. Well played, ladies and gentlemen. It's now time to have a quick read of the stats and then Twitch chat, rather. Let's have a little look at that. There's Helping Hands' most valuable unit. There's the overall overview. Suppose it's just a game. Nothing much there to be seen, really. Army value-wise, very even game. Undulating madly. Resource floats. Helping Hands, of course, probably hit top cap at certain points. I don't know. Unit-wise, Helping Hands, excellent preservation. Says he lost vehicle crews. I'm not sure whether to believe that. And 1AT gun was decrewed a few times, but that's just fantastic for a long game like that. To only lose 3 squads is great play. And he only started losing squads around 40 minutes in. Lost 3 Jacksons, though. That's not too great. Good play by VonIvan there. And let's switch Arenio to VonIvan's most valuable unit, which this is Folks Grenadiers. Team Killer. Friendly fire from that. To check out VonIvan's preservation, though. Ouch. Ouch indeed. Folks Grenadiers, 7 built, 5 lost. Stern Pioneers, lost. MG34, well, we don't count D-Crews. There you go. Of course, he lost his Panzer 4. Lost both Panzer 2s. 4 Pumas. So there you go. As always, VonIvan is incredible at being aggressive. All-in pushes, there's no one better. And he is an elite level player in possibly the top 10 players ever to play the game. And certainly top 5 Code 2 players. I count the series as the game. And let's finally check Twitch chat. I wonder how many viewers I've had during this. I have switched it all off during this. 162 viewers. Nice. Not bad for an AE stream. Shows that I'm not playing, I am indeed casting. And let's check the old comments out just for you YouTube guys so you can see what people have been saying in Twitch chat. Wow, a lot of comments. Gonna go on a slow one. Is this GCS 5 lol? I saw the game. Can't remember. Code2's a road in my memory. I see when this was in. Mad Bastard TM. Very good. Very funny. It's all going kaboom! Good callback there, Ipkai. Well done for not spoiling Ficker. This casting. That's good casting. Why people watch. We'll never forget a game. I was versus Stormless. Yeah, you're famous, Lucas. Game sound is very low, right? Oh, shit. Shout volume upright. Makes no sense. Well, I didn't have time to... This wasn't my YouTube settings. It was my gameplay settings, so I'm pretty sure it wasn't perfect. Jackson. One back, then throw again. 2 throws better than 1. And should make 9 pack howitzers. Can't even keep 1 alive. Let's play issue. Lol. God, there's loads of comments to read. Where's my luck versus... That's unfortunate. Very true. Very true. Hans is a meme for whining about luck. That's certainly the case. Rough Stuka strike. It certainly was. Although a lot, actually. VonIvan finally got them going. Well, yeah, that's true, Nutsinata, because there's certainly... The guys that get to the elite level are certainly a lot better than the rest of us. Yeah, you do have to control your emotions. Somehow HelpingHans managed to overcome that. He never controlled his emotions, and he was still able to win tournaments. I don't know how he was during... I've got the GCS2 footage, finally, from Sega. It's coming on a pen drive in the post. What do you think it is the reason for VonIvan not being capable of becoming the best player? I've spoken about it on that cast preservation. Everybody knows it. Even he knows it. Just never built the good habits that a lot of players have built. But he has other skills that the others don't have. Thanks for the compliment on my casting. Omikaze, high or low. Don't know what that means. Panther misses point blank range. Yeah. This best of 1. Well, certainly it was. Seen as though. There we go. Oh, we're up to date. There we go. A lot of comments. Thanks for watching, dudes. That's now going to become YouTube material. We died from 50 viewers in that game. We died 50 viewers whilst we were watching chat, which is to be expected. It's getting late as well. A lot of people want to go to sleep. And we're now going to host somebody, of course. Who shall